Hi friends, welcome to Gallant IAS Art of Writing Indian Polity Answer Series. So in this video we will learn how to write an answer of Indian polity or how to structure a polity answer. So we'll be doing it based on a previous year question, and the question for today is instances of president's delay in commuting a death sentences have come under public debate as denial of justice. Should there be a time limit specified for the president to accept or to reject such petitions? Analyze. So the question is regarding the pardoning power of president or regarding the commuting a death sentence by the president of India. Okay, the question is instances of president's delay. Please underline the term delay in commuting death sentences. Please underline that. Have come under public debate as a denial of justice. Should there be a time limit? Please underline should there be a time limit specified for persons to accept or reject such petitions. So we must address all these parts of the question. Fine. And the question is for 150 words. So for a 150 word question, UPSC provides you with 2 pages and you have to write your answer within these spaces provided. So in intro part, we will write about the pardoning power or giving commuting power of president under Article 72. Fine, that should be your intro regarding the pardoning power of the president. Means president of India is given some judicial powers under Article 72, so and so you can give some small intro. Okay, and then please write the powers of president under Article 72. Article 72 powers. Please write it, the powers of president of India under Article 72. And there are 5 kinds. We know that reprieve, pardon, commutation, remission, respite. So please make a small mention of these 5 powers. Please write Article 72. Okay, and make a diagrammatic representation like this. Give 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, so that your paper looks attractive. Fine. So in this manner, mention those 5 powers of President of India under Article 72. You can write pardon. Write here pardon. And please write what is the pardoning power. That is freeing from all punishments. That's enough. Okay. Then write commutation. Give an underline. And then write what is commutation. Substitute form of punishment to lighter form. That is higher form of punishment is reduced to a lighter form. And write that here. Fine. And what's the other power? Remission. Write here remission. Underline. Then write what is remission? Reduce amount of sentence without changing character. So in small words, give that definition. Then you write respite. Write what is respite. And then you write reprieve. So in this manner, if you present your answer in a diagrammatic form, answer looks more attractive. Fine. And you can limit your words as well. So you begin with intro, writing the pardoning power of president, and you are writing all those powers of president under Article 72. And in a few points, 1 or 2 points, write the objectives. Objectives behind this provision. There is objectives behind this Article 72. Please write. Why? For correcting judicial errors. So write your answer in bullet points. For correcting judicial errors. Or you can say to afford relief from a sentence which the person regard as unduly. Likewise, you can give some objectives. Write the core objectives of this Article 72 or the powers of person under Article 72 in 2-3 points. Fine. Then we come on to the other part of the question. We said that there caused a delay. Instances of persons delay in commuting death sentences have comes under public debate. So we must write the reasons for delay. Reasons for delay. See, question says that there is a delay. So we must write what are the reasons which there occurs a delay. Again, write your answer in bullet points. So what can be the delay reasons? We can say the Constitution does not provide a time limit for the president to take action. Fine, the Constitution does not provide a time limit. So that should be your first point. Then you can say fear of political consequences. Why? Because person has to act only on the aid and advice of Council of Ministers. So Council of Ministers gives some advice, that person has to do it. Okay. So in fear of political consequences, there may cause some delay. So write those points. Fine. Then again, next point we can add, say, This pardoning, that is not a matter of right claimed by an individual. No, it is not a matter of right. It is only an act of grace by the president. In a case called Kehar Singh versus Union of India, the Supreme Court said that the pardoning power of president is an act of grace, and a person cannot claim it as a matter of right. So it is not a right. It is not a fundamental right. Okay. So a person cannot claim it as a right. So there can be chances of delay. So whenever, if possible, try to mention the verdicts of Supreme Court. See, in our previous videos, we said that try to write the constitutional provisions and you must give your answers justifying with examples. Similarly, you can mention the constitutional amendments, and likewise, you can also quote the verdicts of Supreme Court and at that time mention the case so that you can get an extra edge to your answer. So in Supreme Court in Kehar Singh versus Union of India said that the pardoning power of president is an act of grace and cannot be claimed as a matter of right. So try to quote these kind of things in your polity answer. So now we mentioned the intro part, mentioned about the powers of president, Article 72 in a diagrammatic manner, and we have mentioned two objectives, and also we have mentioned the reasons for delay, and we even quote a case and its judgment by the Supreme Court. So when a delay happens, what can be the possible impact upon the person or a convict? Again, uncertainty of existence of death row inmates. They don't know whether they are going to live for lifelong or for a shorter period. That uncertainty is a problem. It can cause psychological traumas, and it is against the fundamental rights under Article 21, that is right to life. Now what happened? We mentioned the constitutional provisions. So try to include all these in your answers. Okay, then what's the second part of the question? Should there be a time limit specified for the person to accept or reject such petitions? So now to give answer to that, you can give suggestions, or you can say way ahead, or you can say about reforms needed. Likewise, give a separate subheading. So I always say that try to give subheadings to your answer. So giving subheadings make your answer more attractive and more perfect. Why means the evaluator will come to know that you have addressed almost all the parts of the answer. That impression you can create while writing a subheading. So try to give subheadings to your answer. So suggestions way ahead. You can say that the constitution can be amended to give a time limit to the president to take decision under Article 7. It's a suggestion. You can give your own suggestions, or you can give suggestions by any committees or bodies. Say law commission might have recommended sometimes, or any other body constituted, any other committees might have given some recommendations. You can quote those, or you can give your own suggestions as well. Constitution can be amended to give a time limit for the president to act upon. Likewise, you can give some suggestions. Even you can say that make this pardoning power beyond judicial review. Why? Because judicial error correction only done by the president, and if again there happens something, then again going back to the judiciary itself as a part of judicial review. So what happened? Conflict of interest happened. So you can give suggestions as well. You can quote some international experience, like we say in case of USA or France, the pardoning power of president is beyond judicial review. So you can quote some international experience as well, what is happening in the other countries or provisions of other constitutions as well. So in that manner, structure your answer and then end up with a dynamic or positive or attractive conclusion. You can relate this topic with the term justice in the preamble. Likewise, end up with a dynamic and attractive conclusion. So now what happened? We addressed all the parts of the question. We met the demand of the question. And we have given subheadings. We have made a diagrammatic representation. We write objectives. We mentioned the constitutional provisions here, Article 21. We mentioned Article 72. All those provisions here mentioned. We mentioned a verdict of Supreme Court. So the answer becomes more attractive and we can get more marks for these type of answers. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye.